how all of this works. Okay. So basically, we all have a different day of the week, and we all just make sure that he's good and he's taken care of, and that his life is peaceful. And I'm Monday, she's Tuesday, that's Wednesday, that's Thursday right there. She's Friday, and you're Saturday.
Hoes be mad, it's me. Rich chicks still shop on Sheen. They want to compare, we can't compete. Let me stop playing with y'all. I want to hear that all summer though. But anyways, thank y'all for tapping in. So dating is a humiliation ritual. Like at this point, let's just all be single. Sign now. Let me stop playing with y'all. Dating is beautiful. Relationships are beautiful. Starting families is beautiful. You feel me? But you already know there's another side of the spectrum that's very scary. It's very scary. What's also scary is, did someone lace your weed? Or did you forget that we're back with another vid? So we're going to get into some of these stories today with my girl Jody.
Obviously, I can never see this man again. He can never, ever, ever lay his eyes on me again. Last night, I hung out
I don't
with
know
him.
what that means.
We were just going in and out of a couple of different places downtown, getting drinks, getting food, but mainly just talking. Like, he has really good conversation. We were waiting for his cousin and her husband that were in town for this show to get out of the concert. They get out the concert, and then the four of us are bar hopping. Had a great time. Phenomenal time. He Ubered me there. He Ubered me back home. And so today I get up, just to do my regular Sunday 1-2. And he's like, oh, what you got planned today? So I'm like, oh, I'm just going to, run some errands. He was like, oh, I was going to run errands too. You want to run errands with me? And I do. I do.
I watch all my activities.
The first errand we run is to get breakfast, of course. We go to breakfast, and then when we leave breakfast, he was like, oh, let me get some gas. So he goes to Wawa. Y'all know I love a Wawa. So I'm like, okay, well, I ain't had me an iced coffee in a minute. Let me go in Wawa and get me a sweet and salty iced coffee. Hold the ice, heavy on the whipped cream on the top. 24 ounce, please. Haven't had one in a long time. And my stomach was like, what? You was drinking alcohol last night. You went to breakfast this morning. And now you done put 24 ounces of coffee with whipped cream in me.
When you put it like
so
that.
So now that we're actually running the errands, in and out of all the stores, doing
stomach
all the things,
up.
I'm in the front seat like, okay, when is the errands over? Because I'm ready to go home. So he was going to be meeting up with his cousin and her husband later, like around now. They were going to dinner before they catch their flight back to South Carolina in the morning. So I already knew he was going to be bringing me home. So I'm just thinking, okay, I just got to hold out for a little while and I can get home and I can handle my business. No, he wants to stop and get me lunch before he brings me back to my house. Sweet, kind, caring, considerate. But I need to go now. So we go to this place. The people in there do not speak a lot or any at all English. So I decide when I get in here, I actually am not going to be able to wait. I'm not going to be able to make it home. I got to go to the bathroom, and I got to go now. So I asked the girl behind the counter, I'm like, oh, can I use your bathroom? We've ordered our food. I'm like, can I use your bathroom? She's like, oh, I'm like, okay. So I'm like moseying my way to the back, acting like I don't want to break out in a full sprint and run to this bathroom. And I see the women's bathroom, and it had some type of paper on the front with some words that were in Spanish, so I can't read that. I don't know what that's about. But I go in the bathroom, nice, big, clean bathroom. It's just a one toilet bathroom. So I got the space to myself. Clean. I ain't got to worry about nobody in there being in there with me while I'm trying to do what I need to do so I can get out. Okay? And I did what I needed to do. I did what I needed to do. And I had to do some things. Okay? And I washed my hands and I got up out of there. I'm standing in the front of the restaurant with this man, and we are talking and laughing and joking, and we just waiting on our food. And one of the ladies from the back comes. She comes from the back, and she like got an attitude, and she's speaking in Spanish. Now, I don't know that language. I don't. He can speak just a smidge, just enough to, get him in and get him out. So he's like, wait, what? He was like, is they talking about us? So he goes up to the counter. And whatever they were saying to him, he was asking him, like, speak slow because he don't really understand that well. So he's like, oh, I hear him saying, oh, okay. He turns around and looked at me. He's like, okay. So he gets the food.
Okay,
he gets the
what?
Food, and we go to the car. And at this point, baby, I got room in my belly because them fries smelling real good. So I reach down in the bag, open up the container, and I go to put the fry in my mouth, and he's like, you sure that's not going to upset your stomach? I'm sorry, what? So apparently they told him that the bathroom didn't work. Well, why y'all didn't tell me that? I didn't know. So I used the bathroom, and I flushed the toilet, and it went away. The toilet flushed. I don't know what that meant to the staff in the back, but they weren't happy about it, and so that's what he was talking to them about.
Listen, dating is not romance anymore. It's a humiliation ritual, okay? Because every time you think, okay.
Well, I don't think, okay, when I think like dating is humiliation ritual, I'm thinking of something like real OD. Like the dude called you another woman's name while y'all was doing the do or something. Y'all feel me? Like I thought it was be something OD. This is like, I mean, it's embarrassing, but I don't think it's the fact that she was dating that man made it embarrassing. Like, it's just like that situation was embarrassing.
This might be my person. Life comes through with a lesson that we did not ask for. What's up, my Islanders family? Welcome back to the channel. You don't know, it's your favorite island girl, Jody, here from the 876. And based on how we start, we're getting into worst first dates as well as embarrassing dating stories. The kind that remind you of why the group chat even exists and why being single nowadays is considered self-care.
Being single, be attractive.
Hold you because this is
hope y'all single ones stay strong during this Valentine's. Like we with our souls. And God.
The story that we're about to listen to is much like the first story, except the humiliation will kick it up a notch. This creator, who goes by the name Porsha, basically shares her story of meeting a football player and immediately starts, her mind starts racing, because once we hear football, we think of Pinterest board activities, wag lifestyle, the outfits, the sideline, the whole fantasy. And when I tell you things went left pretty quickly. And if you're like me and living for this kind of content, go on ahead and show some support to this video by, of course, hitting that like button. And if you're new here, we would love to have you join the Islanders family, so go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. With that being said, let's get into today's video.
Okay, so y'all keep asking me to tell you my super embarrassing story time on when I was a wag. So I'm gonna do it. So years and years ago, I was dating this man that I was like totally in love with. I refer to him as
a wag. Means like, it's like a rich wife slang type thing.
My Mr. Big. And we were always off and on. So at this point we were off, and I was having a really hard time getting back into the swing of things, dating other people. I mean, the thought of sleeping with someone else made me sick to my stomach. So my friend was like, you gotta get out, you gotta get back into the swing of things, come with me to the club tonight. So I went with her to Go Room. I met this NFL player there. He was buying us drinks, and me and him were talking the whole night. It was a good little vibe. Now, this was during the off season, so we dated for months before he had to go to training camp. So right before he went to leave for training camp, oh, by the way, important fact. So I live in Atlanta. He did not play for the Falcons, though. He played for a different team. I'm not going to tell you what team it is because I don't need y'all up here.
Not for real.
Trying to research his ass and resurrect that name. I don't need that, okay? So he played for a different team, but he would stay in Atlanta during the off season. So right before he went to training camp, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, sure, like everything's going great. So, okay, great. Now, mind you, I wasn't in love with this man like that. I liked him and he was helping me to get over my ex, but that was the purpose that he served, was to help me get over my ex. Okay. If things worked out, that would have been great, but I wasn't there yet with him. So he leaves, he goes to training.
I don't know. I would agree to be somebody's girlfriend if that was the reason I wanted them in my life. But maybe her feelings kind of change over time.
And we discuss like when we're going to see each other. Because mind you, he's not paying my bills. Okay. Like, I'm not a kept woman. I still have a 9 to 5 working Monday through Friday. And, he's buying me things and we're going to nice places. And we went on like one trip together, but he's not paying my bills. So I still have to work. Side note, this is my pre-sprinkle days. Okay, so anywho, so we discussed like which games I'm gonna like go to and whatnot. So I think like either the first or second game he had that season was in Atlanta.
I just don't. What she mean? I'm sorry. Her bringing up the paying the bills kind of like threw me off. Cause I didn't know what that even had to do with the whole dating thing. Like these standards, bro. Like I don't know. Cause I just feel like, when are we not living together? Like I said, I feel like it's one thing to do. Want to like, he want to help out. But I don't know. I haven't dated. The last time I dated, I'm 22 now. I think I was like 20 in my life. So I was still young. You know what I mean? And didn't have that much responsibility. So maybe like, since I'm older now, only 2 years difference. But like, as I get over, maybe I'll start understanding the whole like, why paying somebody else's bills is a benefit. Like, is a requirement. Like, I'm still trying to understand. But for my older people, like, let me know something though. Like, is it a requirement now?
Like, so of course I'm going to go to the Atlanta game. And then he told me he did not want me to come to any of the away games. So
the hell?
We'll get to that later.
I don't know what
no
does that
away
mean.
games, but whenever he had a home game, he wanted to fly me down there so I can come to like the home games. So the first home game I go to, I sat in the stands. Okay, I didn't sit in like a suite or anything like that. I sat in the stands. I was by myself. It was a good time. Everything was great. He flew me down there on like a Saturday, went to the game on Sunday. That was it. Then the next home game I went to, he flew me down there on a Saturday. His mom was there. His mom was at his house. So I got to meet his mom. So I'm thinking, okay, things are getting a little serious. I get to meet his mom or whatever. His mom made these amazing crab cakes. They were so, so good. They're from Maryland. So, child, them crab cakes were amazing. Okay? So his mom made those or whatever. And we're having a good time. I'm playing with his dog. Like, I'm thinking we're in a real relationship here. Now, mind you, his mom was a little standoffish to me. That's important. His mom was a little standoffish to me, but she was still like polite and whatnot. But she was just like, like standoffish. So we go to the game on that Sunday. Okay. This time he has me in a suite. And it's a suite with like, his mom is there, his best friend is there, a bunch of other wives and girlfriends are in this suite. And so I'm like, okay. So, you go into the suite, they give you like a little lanyard or whatever, and to, identify what suite you're in and everything. I'm walking towards where the suite is. As I'm walking towards where the suite is, this girl walks by me and she's like, oh, hey, Saturday. I'm like, huh?
Nah, what the fuck? Nah, I already know this might be something bad.
And she just goes like this and keeps walking. And I'm like,
nah, they definitely talked about her, bro. Like, they did. Whoever said that, like, they definitely talked about her before she entered the room, bro. Like, they having group discussions about her, bro.
What was that about? So anywho, I get to the suite and there's like a little line before you go into the suite. There's like a little line or whatever.
She
you gotta like show them your stuff or
her.
whatever. So anywho, we get to the suite and I'm standing in a line and there's 2 girls in front of me. Mind you, I'm by myself again. One of them turns around and she's like, oh, you're Saturday. I was like, why does everybody keep calling me Saturday? Now, what I'm thinking is that this is some type of WAG passcode or something that I'm just not familiar with. Like,
honestly, let's keep it a band. I get it. When you like somebody, your thought process could be a bit irrational. But somebody called you a day of the week. What does that sound like? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? There's a whole song about it, y'all. Like, come on. You the Saturday girl. I mean, the weekend girl. You the weekend. Like, to me, that would have been my first thought. Like, oh, he probably having other girls other days a week. Y'all know how the football schedule go. There's Monday night football and there's Thursday night football. Okay,
like some type of WAG initiation or something like that. Like, how Tasha Matt used to call med school. Like, I'm thinking it's something like that. God, I was such an idiot. The girl ends up turning around and she's at the front of the line at this point and she goes into the suite. So I go in, I get my food, I get my drink. I'm not there with anybody. I don't know anybody. So I just try to find a little seat to sit down at. His mom was there, but she's standoffish and I ain't trying to sit there with her this whole game. So I go and I sit down.
There's other girls.
Like a little stool or whatever that I see over here. And there's these 3 other girls sitting there too. And so they're in the middle of a conversation, so I didn't want to interrupt their conversation, so I didn't introduce myself right away. But I'm sitting there, I'm eating my food, I'm ear hustling a little bit, a little ear hustling.
You got
and so I overhear one of the girls say, my boyfriend's initial, and then she says his initial, and she's like, His mom made some bomb crab cakes the other day. So I was like, but she didn't say his name. She didn't say his initials. So I didn't know for sure she was talking about my man, you know? So I just kind of like, you know, I made a mental note. And the other girl was like, do you think his mom likes you? And the other girl was like, I mean, I don't know. I can't really tell. She's hard to read. Mind you, she starts whispering when she says this part. So during this part of the conversation, they're whispering. Why are you whispering? But she was like, I don't know. Like, she's kind of hard to read, you know? And then she says, she's a little standoffish.
Wait, what is happening?
And then the other girls
what is happening?
With her. They were like, yeah, I got that from her too. She's standoffish with me too. And then one of them was like, you know, that's that Maryland thing.
Nah, bitch.
So I'm just like, sure.
I would melt like a popsicle after hearing that.
Not.
Y'all know something like that happened to me before, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I'm so for real. I remember back in high school, before I started dating my ex, bro, like, I had a crush on him, but like I was to go bathroom to go pee, and like it was such like a high school movie type of scene. Like these two girls walk in, and they start talking about the dude that I got a crush on, and they was like, "Do you think that X name likes you?" She was like, no, I don't know. Like he just be playing around, and like, I heard that, bro. I promise you, like I was distant from him for like 2 months, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, like he flirting with other girls. Oh my god. Yo, like that should be so like. I mean, we wasn't even locked in, but like, what the fuck? Like, a situation like that be so like, you just want to like sink into the ground.
Surely they're not talking about my man. Surely they're not talking about my man and his standoffish mama from Baltimore, Maryland, who makes really good crab cakes. Surely not. This is getting long, so come back for part 2. So this is part 2 of my super embarrassing story time of when I was a wag. Here we go. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch part 1, get all caught up, and then come back to watch part 2. So I'm just like, surely not. Surely they're not talking about my man. Surely they're not talking about my man and his standoffish mama from Baltimore, Maryland, who makes really good crab cakes. Surely not. So I'm just taking it all in. And so eventually I interrupt and I'm like, hey y'all, I'm Porsha. Nice to meet you. And they were like, oh, hey. And so I was like, what's y'all's names? So they introduced themselves like Becky, Sarah, Olivia. That's not really their names, but
I'm about to
I'm just saying these names. Oh, this is important. We all look different. Okay? All of us look different.
I'm about to say the way she said the names, like them girls white or something, like. Ooh.
There's like a light-skinned black girl, a blonde, short white girl, and then this tall girl that looked kind of Kim K-ish, so she might have been Persian, but she looked like she had something else mixed in with her. I don't know what her race was. But then there's me, you know, dark-skinned black girl. So they introduced themselves, and one of the girls goes, did you meet, and she says my man's name, did you meet such and such's mom yesterday? And I was like, yeah. And then the other girl was like, did she make her crab cakes? And I'm like, I was like, yeah,
bruh.
she did.
Oh, no.
And they were like, the crab cakes good, aren't they, girl? And I was like, oh, y'all have had the crab cakes? And they kind of looked at me funny, like, of course we have. Of course. And
I'm already assuming this is one of those, like, he just got a whole bunch of females, and there's, like, an agreement between all of them. Like, look, all y'all my girls, and if y'all cool with that, we can all get along type shit. But, like, she was left out of that memo. You feel me? Like, he ain't let her know. I
was like, y'all talking about Miss, and I pointed to her over there. I was like, y'all talking about Miss. Now, mind you, his mama is across the room in the corner, stuffing her face. Okay? Watching everything as it's happening.
Oh, nah.
Like, over there. And it was like, yeah. I was like, how y'all know my boyfriend's mama? They looked at each other. Then looked at me.
They probably get to laughing.
And y'all, I lie to you not. They said the following statement in sync. I mean, it was like they were the Mississippi Mass Choir. They said, he's our boyfriend too. So I'm sitting there baffled and bewildered, okay? I'm just like, what? What? Because, listen...
Nah, them girls along for the ride, bro. What the fuck? They there for the experience, and I see that though, because let's think about it. If you the type like you like to have fun, you like to fool around, you know, you like to do the whole friends with benefits, whatever the case might be. Like we don't gotta be official, but you like to be along for the ride. This is the best ride to get. I'm not gonna hold you, like, because you people be doing that with like average folk. I'm not gonna hold you, but like if you the type to be along for the ride. There's a football player's way to do it, but the thing is, not everybody on that type of time. This Miss Porsha right here probably thinking, oh, you know, we date, we become boyfriend and girlfriend, then we become wife. You know, that's the type of time I be on. You feel me? You say like, and she probably over there completely blindsided, bro. Like I said, some people are cool with the ride, some people like, oh, this is not my type of time. You feel me? Crazy.
I don't put it past any man. I'm not a fool. I don't put it past any man to cheat. But I never suspected the cheating with him. And perhaps that's because I wasn't in love with him yet. And I was still, you know, kind of hooked on my ex. But I never suspected that. And I am like one of the most curious.
Would y'all even say this is cheating? 'Cause I feel like he'd be the type to be like, oh, we never really like established boundaries or whatever. That's why I was so comfortable like inviting you to like my games and stuff, you know, with my other girlfriends. It's just like, you know, we never established nothing. Like, this is just how I roll. But the thing is, the football player kind of got me fucked up because it's like, he could have told her, you feel me? Instead of putting her in a position like that. Like, hey, if you cool with it, you know, like, you can come along for the ride. You feel me? Like, we all get along. Like, the other four girls, they all getting along and you be the fifth. We can all get along. However, just to let, like, your other girlfriends, to let her know what's up, that's messed up.
Intuitive, always asking questions. I'm not a dumb, okay? I am always asking questions. I don't trust anybody. To know me is to know I do not trust, okay? So I was like, wait a minute. Like, who is dating him? And one of the girls was like,
Everybody
me,
banana.
her over there, her over there. She done pointed out people from across the room too. So here I am thinking it's me plus 3. No, boo. No. It's 2 more. So she ends up calling
And
the
that's
other
just
2
in the
girls
room.
over to where we were sitting. And
oh my god.
the mama across the room still stuffing.
Nah, I bet the mom just gave up, bro. I bet you the mom is the type, like, when I first it got started, she tried to tell her son, like, bro, you gotta stop this. Like, I don't approve of this, da-da-da-da. And I feel like the mom is probably at a point was like, he grown and he gonna do what he gonna do, and if he not gonna listen to me, what can I do? So she just accepted it. That's what it gives, like, her stuff in her face and be standing office, like, cause her being standing office, to me, it gives, I don't approve of this, but he a grown man, and what can I do? So she along for the ride too. Like, it get to that point with kids, bro. Like, you got your own kids. Like, you get to a point, like, you know, you can give your suggestions, give your ideas, what you think is what they should be doing, should not. At the end of the day, they their own person, and only you can control what you want to do. You feel me?
Her face, literally watching all of this unfold. So the other 2 girls come over. They look different as well. Like, we all look different, okay? But they come over, and there's one of the girls is like trying to take charge of the whole situation. So she's like,
he like every flavor in the damn chocolate box. He like every flavor. Y'all seen chocolate box? Everything is different. That's him.
yeah, y'all. So this is Porsha. She's Saturday, and and she didn't know about all the rest of us. And I was like, please don't refer to me as Saturday.
So they was probably calling her Saturday on not no like mean girl Gretchen type shit. Like, they probably thought like she knew what was up. Cause they're probably thinking, oh, she's Saturday, and you already know, like, I'm Monday, and like she's Wednesday, like that's what they were probably thinking. I'm not.
It was Porsha. I had no idea that this man was dating. I was like, so all of y'all are dating, and I say his name. I was like, and they were like, yeah, and I was like, I had no idea that he was dating anybody else. So then there's this one girl. She's super tall, like supermodel looking chick. Okay, she's standing there and she's like, well, you must have mistaken because he's never lied to any of us. He's always told all of us. This is exactly how she talks. Like, for real, she talks. He's always told all of us the truth, and he's always been upfront with us. So you must have just misunderstood.
Well, okay,
you must have
bitch.
just misunderstood. I looked at her and I was like, I didn't misunderstand anything. So it started getting a little sticky in there. Because I ain't like the way she was talking to me. Okay, I just found out something very traumatic, and you're up here talking to me like that. No. And so the
Nah,
girl
for
that was trying to like
real.
take control of the situation, she steps in and she's like, okay, let me just explain to you. This is literally how she talks. Okay, I'm not exaggerating.
There's the
Let me just
bimbo.
explain to you how all of this works. Okay, so basically, we all have a different day of the week, and we all just make sure that he's good and he's taken care of, and that his life is peaceful. And I'm Monday, she's Tuesday, that's Wednesday, that's Thursday right there. She's Friday, and you're Saturday.
Oh my god!
You're Saturday.
It's not a valid reason to fight. Is that not a valid crash out? Is that not a valid crash out? Man, that's an instant swing, bruh. Just
And then
because.
she goes on to say, like, you have like one of the most important jobs, Porsha, because you're Saturday, so you're the night before the big game day. Like, if there is a game on Sunday.
Oh my god,
you're the
she
night-
really selling this? Nah, this bitch gotta be like a salesperson, bro. And like, she probably so confused or some shit. Like the way she's selling this position.
before. So your role is very,
my
very,
gosh.
very important. I mean, you probably have the most important role out of all of us. And then the little tall supermodel bitch said, well, I wouldn't say that she has the most important role. I mean, we're all important. He makes all of us feel important. And then little Miss Perky says, well, I'm just saying, she's the night before Sunday, and so that's why I say that she has a very important role. But we're all important.
Yo.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting
Big
there with
happy
my mouth like
family.
this. And his fat ass mama was sitting across the room, still stuffing her face,
And she gave
watching
up.
all of this unfold.
I mean, that's T though. Don't not chill on the moms though, because that is T, but I'm probably doing the same shit.
So then little Miss Perky, aka Monday, was like, yeah, so on Mondays, I make sure that he's nice and relaxed and that his muscles are good and relaxed. So I give him a massage. I used to be a masseuse. I make sure I give him a massage because, he might be tense from the game on Sunday. And then also they might play on Monday. So I have to make sure and get him ready for the Monday game. And then she's Tuesday and she does da-da-da-da and make sure that he has a good time. And then since she's Wednesday, he starts back practice for the week. She has to make sure he has everything together. And then she's Thursday and she's Friday. And you, when it gets to your turn, you just need to make sure that he's nice and peaceful and ready for the game, that he's relaxed. And
She really
now, mind you,
selling
all
this
I can think
position.
about while she's talking is, what the fuck's in them crab cakes? Like, did she put something in them crab cakes to
Nah,
make
for
these just
real.
act stupid like this? What the hell? And so I interrupt her. I'm like, so y'all are all cool with this? Like, you're all okay with the fact that he's dating all of you and you only get like one day a week? You're okay with that? And they were all like, yeah, why not?
They along for the ride,
Okay.
bro. I'm
Y'all
trying
gotta
to
come
tell
back
you.
for part 3. Okay, so this is part 3 of my super embarrassing story time on when I was a wag. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm having a hard time believing this. Primarily because I talk to this man every single day. He calls me when he leaves practice. We speak every night. We video chat every night. I video chatted this man while he was laying in his bed. Why would there be a woman laying next to him if I'm video chatting him while he's laying in his bed? Y'all, tell me why Friday raised her hand and said, oh, that was me. I was in the bed next to him. I looked at her. I said, so you was laying next to him when I was video chatting him on Friday? She was like, yeah. I promise y'all,
I don't even know what to say.
I never
bro.
suspected any of this.
This is what I mean.
I never suspected any of this.
This is why I be saying dating can low key be scary, because it's just like, even like the fact that somebody who's consistently communicating with you is on this type of time is scary as. Freddy Krueger scary.
Maybe it's because I was
Make sure
still
you
in
hit the
love with my
subscribe
ex.
button.
And this man, like, I wasn't in love with him yet. So I guess I just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't on my best game, I guess, because I never suspected him of cheating. I didn't put anything together. He literally called me when he was leaving practice every night, every morning. Like, we talked all the time. I never suspected this. And then when he was in Atlanta, before he went and left for training camp, we were together. I mean, we weren't together every day. We weren't together every day. But we spent maybe 3 or 4 days out of the week together. I never picked up
Wow.
on it. Maybe my guard was down because I really didn't love him. I still had some energy and some focus on my ex, on Mr. Big. But I never once thought that this man was doing all of this. I didn't think he had a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday love. I didn't expect that.
Yes.
I didn't expect that at all. Nonetheless, they kept
I low-key want to find this man, bro. Like, who is it? Put a face and name.
talking, and I ended up hightailing it out of there. I literally did high knees as I ran. I did high knees, wearing heels and jeans, out of that suite and out of that stadium. And his fat ass mama, as I'm leaving, I'm walking out the door. She's
probably
sitting like
laughing.
there's like a little bar area right there. She's sitting kind of at the little bar area by the door, close to the door. As I'm hightailing it out of there, she waves at me, bye.
Nah, she did.
So, long story short, I never spoke to this man again after that. I didn't.
I'm trying to tell you, mama used to this, bro. She used to this at this point. That's why she liked that. She probably stay in the office because she's like, what's the point of having emotional attachment with these girls when they just gonna be in and out like this, bro? I see where mama coming from
An
though.
explanation from him. I didn't want an explanation from him. I literally just never spoke to him again. He has since retired from the NFL, and then after that, he got married. He married Thursday.
Bitch, stop fucking playing with me. He ended up marrying one of the girls. And oh my gosh, bro. And it's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, men who like this lifestyle, they need to find a girl who's okay with this, bruh. Because maybe the other girls is like, well, we married, I don't want you to have other ones on the side. Like, maybe was Thursday the only one that said, yeah, if we get married, you can still keep on doing your thing, right? Let me hear some.
He married Thursday, y'all. They ended up having kids, and I don't know. I guess he cheated on her. I don't know why she thought he was gonna be faithful in the marriage, but I think he cheated on her or something. There was some kind of Facebook scandal or Facebook thing that happened. She got all upset, and they ended up getting divorced. And I don't know what he up to these days. I don't know, but they did get married. Him and Thursday got married, and they had some kids. Yep.
She's slow.
And so the only person that knew I was dating this man is the girl that I went to the club with that night when I met him, and I had this whole plan. God, I was so stupid. I had this whole plan, this big reveal to reveal that I was dating this NFL player because I wanted Mr. Big. I wanted Mr. Big to know and see that I was dating this NFL player. But because he played for Mr. Big's favorite team, so I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. It's really going to hurt Mr. Big when he sees me up here with this NFL player that's playing for his favorite team. I didn't want to just like post a picture of me and the guy together. I wanted to post a very specific picture of me and him together on the field or something like that. The first game I went to where he played the Falcons, I wasn't able to go down to the field and get that type of picture. I did get a picture of him like after he was leaving, but it just wasn't the situation. It wasn't the right picture. I didn't want that picture. So then the first home game I went to where I sat in the stands, I was not able to get the picture again. So I was like, okay. This week, I had this whole plan. This week, I'm in the suites. I'm getting pictures, and I'm getting a picture with him in his uniform on the field or either in the locker room or something. I'm getting a picture of this man in his uniform with me, and that's gonna be my big reveal. I'm gonna post it on like Instagram and stuff, and I know Mr. Big will see it, and that will be my big reveal. Y'all, I didn't even make it to halftime. I don't even think
Nah, at that point it's too embarrassing. Fuck no. No.
To the first quarter. I think I was out of there before the second quarter even started, y'all. That's how bad this was. So the only person who knew I was dating this man was my homegirl that went to the club with us that was there when we met. And so I called her as I was going back home, and she literally laughed at me for 30 minutes on the phone hysterically. She was laughing hysterically. Neither one of us thought that would be what was going on, that would be the outcome. Okay, well, sure, he's dating one other girl. Okay, fine. That I can not understand, but that I can be like, okay, well, who would have ever thought this man had a girl for 6 days out of the 7 days out of the week? Like,
crazy.
I could never have imagined that. Yeah, so that's my extremely embarrassing WAG story.
Bro, Let me know what y'all think about that story, bro. It's scary. Nah, bro. That is just, it's so crazy. And I'm the type of person, if you can be upfront and say that's the type of time you on, I respect it. I respect it. But when you let another person invest so much time, and because you have to have that voice in the back of your head, like, maybe she not on what I'm on. Or even vice versa. Maybe he not on what I'm on. Like, you gotta fill out the vibe. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, I feel like there's something wrong just, like, checking in, like, hey, this is what I be on. Like, are you cool? Like, I don't know why, like, people get so offended by that. Like, damn. Like, I'm just trying to, like, make sure we on the same page. But anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch y'all next time.